What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Just going to give you a quick run through what we've been working on probably the last couple of days. I'm trying to get caught up with some video stuff because I just kind of went straight into filming us what we were doing. So I don't think I mentioned it, but I went ahead and bought a Ford 9-inch. I went with Trick Chassis. I've seen a couple of other guys that I follow on YouTube and read some forums and things like that. Quick Performance, they have a good one. Moser, obviously they can do something for you. But Trick Chassis, a lot of people are starting to go with them, and I thought I would give them a shot. And it's turned out pretty good. I've ran into some few issues, which I'll explain all that stuff, but kind of jump in and show you guys the, taking the 8.5 to 10 bolt out, and show you guys putting the 9-inch in. All right, let's go. Alright, so as you can tell, we got the rear end in there. It's just kind of mocked up, just sitting in there. I don't have everything bolted down tight, but it's there. I just wanted to test everything, test fit everything, make sure that it's all going to work. You don't really know until the car's sitting on its true weight, you know, with the wheels on it. You gotta do some measurement, double checking, like pinion angle's not set, you know, nothing like that. Everything's adjustable on the rear end anyway, so as far as panhard bar, control arms, torque arm, none of that has been changed, or I haven't been messing with anything like that. The coilovers, I haven't even set those, they're just there. So everything's just kind of mocked up and in there. Everything looks all right. It was kind of a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I kind of was hoping that it was going to be a plug and play deal, like I had said already, but you know, it is what it is. Would I do it again? Probably, but you know, as I was in the middle of doing this, I'm like, dude, I kind of wish I just would have left the 8.5 in it and just ran the dog shit out of it and see if it'd hold up. I will try to explain some of the issues I ran into. Like I said, it could have just been me not holding my tongue right on some of the stuff. It just didn't. I don't know. Some of the videos I'd watched, their shit went right together, and mine was like, man, why is it not fitting? I don't know. So it was kind of a task. But anyways, I'll explain that stuff to you real quick. All right, so it's pretty well the same on both sides. So I'm just gonna stay on this side and show you everything. So when I custom ordered this, I mean, that's how you do it. You just get on there and you pick what you want, and they send it to you. So if you can tell, I don't have spring purchase because I'm not running springs, I'm just running coilover. So you can actually not have the spring purchase put on there. I don't know if you can really see it, it's kind of dark, but so since I'm not running spring purchase, I just got the coilover set up, bracket on there, and then you can get, I think you can get like way longer adjustable rear control arm brackets. I just got like the standard ones they have, which that's fine. I don't see, I mean, maybe in the future we would probably want something like that, but if I can't find the right stuff I need with this, then I don't know, we'll you know, evaluate that when the time comes. But other than that, I mean, it's all fit in there pretty decent. Now with the torque arm, deal, I know you can't really see, I don't have my light on me, but where this bracket goes on, now when you order these, especially for the 3rd gen or, you know, or 4th gen F body, you got to have a torque arm bracket. So this bracket comes with it, and I actually didn't realize that, but it comes with it, and of course you can mount your torque arm with it. So like I said, I know it's not tightened up. I don't know why it slid on there good, slid on the bracket, but as far as getting the holes lined up, I had no idea what was going on. It was a pain in the ass. I basically took the whole rear end back down, and I didn't film that, but I took it all back down and worked this thing on here. But I had to do some custom cutting, and that was what aggravated me the most. And it was something as simple as this corner piece over here was actually hitting this this bolt head, and it was keeping me from actually lining up the, you know, torque arm where I needed to go for the holes. I actually had to take this damn thing out and cut a piece off of it, or trim a piece back there, and I still think it's trying to hit. It's really, really close. Even though I know you have these holes here and you can slide it in, I even ran into an issue with the actual torque arm. It was hitting the actual chunk itself. It was hitting way up in here. I know you can barely see that, but say that torque arm, when I slid it over, it was actually making contact. That might be a mark right there where it was hitting. And then, but on, you know, I mean, I could have done the same thing. I could have been able to cut, you know, a section off of it, but that only had like this much. And if I would have done that, it actually would have took away from ever having to use these holes again. There's not much metal up there, and I would have had, the way I would have had to trim it, it actually would have weakened it so much. And I didn't want to take away from actually being able to use those holes again. So for instance, say this is the bolt hole up top that was hitting. I would have had to cut and it would have interfered with, I mean, you see how much metal that is. I didn't want to take a chance on cutting that and then just basically eliminating me being able to use it ever again. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I ain't mad at it. I got it in here. I just had to fight with it a little bit. So here's the view from the rear. As you can tell, I got a sway bar on there. I mean, everything clears. Everything looks all right. All right, guys. So there you have it. Probably wasn't the best video, but I just kind of threw the thing together. At least I just want to show you guys that we got the 9-inch in there. If you have any questions or whatever, feel free to comment. I did have a guy, he commented on one of my videos that I posted like almost a year ago, and of course I got notified for that. He wanted to get in touch with me and talk to me offline about some stuff. He had a lot of questions. I'm straight cool with that. You guys just get on my Instagram, Team Sharp Racing, and send me a DM, and I will chat with you and answer as many questions as I can. And if you have any kind of advice as far as doing a 9-inch swap or whatever, especially on one of these cars, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe you have an idea for me to try to fix something, or if there was, you know, one of the issues I'd mentioned, just shoot me a message or something and let me know. We're not all perfect. We all make mistakes. And like I said, this has always been, from day one, a learning process. But yeah, appreciate you guys. See you.